everyone. Hello, hello. It's me with Viral Wisdom number 71. Hi, guys. How are you? Tell me where you're signing in from. I'm so happy to be here with you. Hi, guys. Tell me where you're signing in from. I'm trying to fix this thing on Instagram. Hold on. It's me with my Viral Wisdom number 71. And I have something that could help you, I think. So sign in, tell me where you're signing in from, give me a word to describe how you are feeling right now, what's coming up for you. And before I move on, I mentioned last time as well that my Luminous Sisterhood, I have a community of women for women by women, and we only open the doors twice a year. So the doors are open now and you can register to become part of Luminous. So I hope I see you there. Charlotte from Texas, Lisan from Romania, Shrabanti from Bangladesh, Nashville, South Africa, Portland. Hi, guys. Okay, so I don't know why this Instagram one is not working, but forget it. If it doesn't work, we dump it. So we are in the midst of this unprecedented situation, as we know. So unprecedented situations can either bog us down and take us under, or they can enliven us with a new perspective. You know, there is a Buddhist saying, chopping wood, carry water. Before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. What it speaks to for me is that it doesn't matter what's happening in the outer world. At the end of the day, we still have to do the basics of what we have to do. And in a spiritual perspective, what that means is focusing on the present moment. Whether you're enlightened or not, whether Corona stays or not, it doesn't matter. The bottom line, the end result stays the same, that we will still not know the future. Even if Corona leaves us, we're not going to know the future. Even if Corona leaves us tomorrow, our permanence on earth is not guaranteed. So don't blame your current anxieties on Corona. Understand that with Corona or without Corona, we have to chop wood, carry water, which means be here now, in the present, here and now, in this moment. And what that means then is that when you're in this moment, here and now, there is no guarantee of anything. There is no tomorrow. There is never an outcome that you can claim. So Corona may seem to be the cause of your anxiety today. And then tomorrow, it's something else. And whether it's individual or global, we will always find a way to stay in a state of discontent and unrest. Now we can all blame Corona. Yay! We can all join together or split apart against a common enemy called Corona. 7 years ago, it was ISIS. Before that, it was the Gulf War. It doesn't matter. There's always something that we create to stay out of what we need to do moment by moment by moment by moment. And moment by moment, we need to chop wood, carry water. It doesn't matter. Here we are. This moment or that moment, a happy moment or sad moment, it doesn't matter. It's a moment. We are in the moment. So when you approach life with the understanding that the moment is going to keep coming till it's your last moment in this body, the moment is going to keep coming. So now you have a choice. You're like, no, don't like this moment. Delete, 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 delete. Till when? Oh, you got a happy moment, you're just going to hold on to it? Till when? There is an underlying reality beneath the label of the moment. And the underlying reality is that it is just the present. It's not a happy present, it's not a sad present, it's just the present. Sometimes it looks like this, sometimes it comes with cake, sometimes it comes with a sword, sometimes it comes with a real stench. But underneath the labels we put on the moment, it's a moment. And here we are. So life will constantly bring us the stink, the stench, the threat, the fear, the ominous presence, the disgusting realities of human nature, and we're going to react. That's human. But wisdom says that you can be human, but understand that these faces of the moment are just faces. They're going to keep cycling. So, right now you're very upset because Corona maybe is not letting you travel, is not giving you freedom, is not giving you access to your parents, and you want to go visit them because they're not well, or whatever the situation. But then, say there was no Corona and you got to the airport and the flights were delayed and you missed your flight and the connecting flight, and now you got there 10 days later and your parents were not there anymore. They either passed away or they went on their plans, and you kept missing each other. Then you'd blame the airplane, or you'd blame X, or you blame not having enough money. It doesn't matter. Some look bigger and more legitimate. Some look innocuous and inconspicuous. It's all an illusion. It's just a moment. It's just a moment. So, of course, we can miss things that have been so brutally taken away from us. But it's like saying to the rain, I miss the sun. Rain, rain, go away, come again another day. Go ahead, tell rain. Rain, rain, go away, come again another day. Rain, rain, go away, come again another day. It's going to go when it's going to go. And with life in this dimension, because we're so many messed up humans interacting with this situation, we can try our best to go become the next virologist expert. We can try our best to become the next climatologist. We can become the next anthropologist. We can try, but we have to understand that this dimension is going to always have imperfection, because there are bazillion people like us, each who thinks that they're amazing. So at the end of the day, you chop wood, you carry water. At the end of the day, you find peace with yourself. You do, you try, you get your labels and your degrees, and you go and you march, and yeah, do all that. But today it's one problem, tomorrow it's another. And I'm talking about your fundamental inner peace. I'm not talking about not taking action. I'm all for taking action. But I take it with an understanding that the eternal truth is eternal change. And if I don't understand that, I will get caught in my ego. Then I will want my outcome. I will want my answer. I will want my way. But when I understand that the eternal way is eternal change, then I will act, knowing even my most amazing action is going to change. And another tide will come over. Today it's me, tomorrow it's someone else. So we have to understand that we are constantly transforming. The entire earth is constantly transforming. Our bodies are constantly transforming. So what is the underlying unity? The underlying unity is eternal change. Today it's this, tomorrow it's that. So it is our desire to cling, to hold on to claim, to own, to know, that actually causes our greatest suffering. We are beings that are constantly in becoming. We are constantly in flow, in flux, in transformation, in evolution. There is no final point. The Homo sapien is one amongst bazillion iterations and evolutions. Why do you think that the Homo sapien is the last stop? Because we're so amazing. So just like evolution, I mean, of course, if you don't believe in evolution, what are we going to do? But evolution is not something you have to believe in. It just is a fact. Now, if you choose to say, I don't believe in it, all right, then there's no discussion. Then we just keep moving along. But if you understand that evolution is not a belief, but a fact, because you have eyes that can observe nature, then you begin to understand your nature. You begin to understand your core essence. And your core essence is a resonance of the billions of years the earth has been here. We, the great Homo sapien, has only been here for the last nanosecond. And the earth has been here in its grandeur, in existence and survival without us for all 4.5 billion years. So it's a joke, really, that we think we're all that. And our views are so important, and that we need to be the best and the smartest and the brightest. And we keep chasing this allure. And in its chase, we forget our essence. And our essence is only one, constantly impermanent, therefore constantly dying, and therefore there's nothing to attach to. It's just in the moment. And now we are here again in the moment. But it's painful to live in this awareness of constant evolution, because we have been conditioned and trained and acclimatized to look in the linear outer future. So as long as we've been trained to look outside, linear and outcome based, I want the number, I want the dollar, I want the answer, I want the box, I want the bow, we will not be able to tolerate this pandemic. This pandemic is the epitome of wisdom teachings at the most exaggerated level. Like, it's as if all the wisdom teachers got together and they're like, we're going to teach these Homo sapiens a lesson about surrender, a lesson about impermanence, a lesson about loss of control, a lesson about don't attach to the future, live in the present moment. Honor the earth, revere your fellow man, understand that you are a speck on 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 a speck on, I say, the mote of a sunbeam. On the grain of 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 the sand. And when we understand that we are essentially very unique, but really no different than any other species, animal classification on this planet, that we are very unique, but ultimately so blatantly, boldly, clearly irrelevant, we will wake up out of our malaise and we will begin to actually treat each other as if we are relevant. It's a counterintuitive truth, because it's our belief in superiority, as seen in the white supremacist movement here in America so clearly, that even our president cannot concede that it's time to go. He's like, no, I'm permanent. I'm permanent. It doesn't matter. I'm permanent. So unable is he to release his box of ownership, of control, of claiming power, that there is no fluidity. There is no capacity to have the next government. There's no transition. We're stuck. And this is what we do in our own beings. Because we cannot understand our irrelevance, we seek to make ourselves relevant, and we destroy each other. When we understand we are irrelevant, We surrender the ego and we enter into dependency. I mean, this is so beautifully exemplified by Trump, because Trump thinks he's so relevant and he's holding on to his relevancy that he's effing it up for everybody. Everybody. It's a ripple effect of, I don't even have the word, you know. I have lots of curse words, but I'm stupefied. So it's the same with our individual egos. When you hold on, you actually destroy the others. When you release your ego only by understanding that you are irrelevant, because a bazillion of you have lived and a bazillion more are coming, but you're very unique, don't worry. You then actually live in an interdependent way. So until we, one by one, choose to live with an understanding that we are eternally becoming, there is no end point. There will never be an end point. Even after you die, there's no end point. You are transforming. Your energy is transformed right away, right? If you have a crematorium death, you are ashes. Ashes gets into the soil, changes the chemistry. The soil changes. Everything changes. You are smoke. You are air. You are wind. You are fire, right? You are everything. If you're decomposing under the earth, sorry to talk like this, but just to illuminate that we are constantly impermanent, you decompose. You're not staying there preserved, right? And we're trying to preserve youth in a jar, our money in the bank. And that's why stock markets, they drive us crazy. That's why stockbrokers have ulcers and cardiac arrest, because all day they're like watching the stocks go up and go down, right? It's like they're obese and have ulcers because they want predictability in an unpredictable world. So we are at odds. We are fighting nature constantly. You and I, in our own ego, are very violent. It's not just the terrorist who's violent, or the jihadist who's violent, or the virus who's virulent. It's our inner virulence. It's our inner poison. How? By our ego. Which ego? An ego that refuses to accept that it's irrelevant. It doesn't need to, it's Trump. Trump is everybody's ego, not letting go. You know, I'm not letting go. As I said, it's toddler consciousness. Poor toddlers are even wiser, really. Toddlers will let go when the next pretty thing comes. So it's only when we understand that we are in a constant state of becoming, we are constantly luminous in our transience. We are essence, we are energy, we are air. That's it. This is a facade. It's a persona. It's a shell compared to who we really are. Who we really are is ineffable, impregnable, light, energy, essence. I don't want to be too foo-foo-fa-fa, but we are like the beauty of the wind that rustles the leaves. What is that? What is that? That beautiful essence that rustles the leaves. That's what you are. What is that color of the sun that comes through a cloudy day? That's what you are. What is the dew on the leaves in the morning, just sitting there perfectly still, about to fall off the leaf? That's what you are. That's what you are. So because we cannot see beyond this, we get so trapped. Are you a Republican or a Democrat? Are you for Trump or pro-Trump? Are you this or are you that? Are you blonde or are you brunette? Are you black or are you white? We've created all these constructions to pretend we are relevant. All of this is an illusion. There's no black, there's no white, there's no Trump, there's no non-Trump. I mean, there is a Trump, but you know what I mean. I'm saying beyond the bullshit, it's all an illusion. There is bullshit though, but that's human nature. There has to be bullshit because the ego is huge. The capacity to look beyond the bullshit allows you to understand that it's an illusion. When you are living in that space, the space that Rumi talks about beyond good and bad, right and wrong, that space, that transcendent space. Now we are living interconnected. We understand it's all an illusion. If you have white skin, if I have darker skin, if I'm short, I'm tall, it's just my body's adaptation to climate. That's it. The red beetle, yellow beetle, the grasshopper, or the turtle. It's just what those climatic conditions wanted. It has nothing to do with superiority or inferiority or better or less. But the reason we have effed it all up is because the ego thinks it is more dominant than who it is we really are. Who it is we really are is the dirt, the soil, the bacteria, and the air. That's it. Even they are better than us because we have this thing called the ego. The ego thinks it's more than that. The leaf doesn't think it's more than anything else. The beetle doesn't think it's more than anything else. But we, with our ego, we think we're more relevant. And because we're more relevant, we're destroying each other. I'm more relevant. No, I'm more relevant. Me. No, me. My religion is better. You see my skin color? My skin color is better. Tell me we're not toddlers at some really insane amusement park going nuts on candy and sugar. I mean, that's really what we are. Toddlers in an amusement park, high on candy. I mean, that's really it. So we haven't even grown up to become teenagers. We haven't even grown up to be adults, because an adult would have the brain and the wisdom to understand that there is no such thing as permanence. There's no such thing as superiority. There's no such thing as better than. Now, nature has given, the alpha male more power, but the alpha male needs the beta male too. The beta male needs the theta male. The theta needs the omega. We need all of it. So yes, some could be more superior in strength. You could be stronger than me. All right. But that doesn't mean you have greater supremacy over me. We are all interdependent. And it's only when we wake up to becoming an adult, to waking up in our consciousness, that we will let go our toddler ego and realize that we are part of this oneness. We are part of this community, of this union, of this one nature. And until we get there, we will destroy ourselves and the planet we live on. So what does this mean for you and me? How do we wake up every day and enter the present moment and say, what is my job today? My job is to chop wood, carry water. Where's my wood? Where's my water? And sometimes chopping wood could mean giving it to the whole village. Sometimes it means not drinking your water, but collecting it for the sick. Decide what your mission is, but stop grumbling, because it is what it is, what it is. This is after I grumbled a lot. Yeah. This is after I was grumbling the whole month before the elections. I'm owning. Now I'm like, be peaceful, people. Be peaceful. Because my person won. So I'm sorry. I'm obvious. You can leave my page. But I talk beyond the intricacies of American politics. So how do I chop wood, carry water? How do I understand that all I am is the present moment? All I need to do is show up now. Understand that the surface is an illusion, that everything out there is a face. It's not the soul. It's just the hair, not the essence. It's just the skin, not the heart, right? How do I keep myself understanding that I am highly irrelevant? What that means is I'm highly interdependent. I need you. I need the tree. I need the earth. And therefore, I have to show up in this web. But if I wake up every day thinking, I want the future, I want the outcome, I want what I want, I want the box. Now I begin stampeding over my present moment and stampeding over my neighbors and others who I think are obstructing my goal. So if the pandemic has taught us anything, is that there isn't any goal. You think there's a goal to this grand thing in your life, this grand thing called your life? The goal is now. The goal doesn't exist there. There is no there. There is no then. There is no tomorrow. Do not wait for the pandemic to end, because when the pandemic ends, the next problem shows up. Okay, maybe a little bit more manageable. You think lightning doesn't strike twice? Uh-huh. But if you don't give it a value judgment and you just go, we are here now. And in this now, called the pandemic, I'm not allowed to do those things, but I can do so many other things. And then in the next moment, well, I lost my job. So it's a new kind of curse. So I can do those things, but I cannot do these things. And so on and so forth, and so on and so forth. So don't get caught up in the depression of the pandemic, even though it's really depressing. But know that it's an illusion, because underneath the depression of the pandemic is a lot of life. How do I know that? Because we're here. Either we're dead or we're alive. If we're alive, we got to live. And we're here. So there's a lot that can be done. There's so much you can learn about yourself, so much you can do. You can change your diet, you can learn to bake, you can learn to cook, you can learn to rest, you can learn to relax, you can learn to connect, you can learn to sleep more, you can learn to walk more. So much. So till it's over, it's not over. But there is no future. It's just all happening right here, right now, right here, right now, right here, right now, right here, right now. So when your mind goes insane and you're like, oh, what about tomorrow? And when will I see my parents? And when will I go to my country? And when? You bring all that anxiety to the present moment and go, how can I chop wood, carry water now? Oh, I'm missing my parents. Okay, I call my parents. Oh, I'm missing this. Okay, I pull it into my life right now. Now. Nothing changes, right? So the saying, before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. It means enlightenment is an illusion. Get up and be in the present. So you who are waiting for the coronavirus to finish and praying to the high gods, please, I need it. Before pandemic, you're going to realize no control. After pandemic, no control. It's all one and the same. There is no difference. So our waking up to that frees us. Go, why am I bloody thinking about the future? I have no freaking control. Didn't this pandemic teach me I have no control? So now what do I have? I have now. And bloody hell, I'm going to live in my now, whether it's eating ice cream or talking to my friend or taking a really lovely, relishing nap. Whatever it is, do it fully. Breathing, large, big, now. The moment is now. So don't look for the future. Don't look for the future. It isn't coming. Only the now becomes the next now. Only the now that becomes the next now. The now, oh, it's gone. Where is it? It's gone. We're in the next now. Now we are in the next now. And that future, when you arrive at the future, it's not called future. It doesn't say, hello, I'm future. It's called the now. So we're only in the now. So now, open. Now, big. Now, present. Now, chop wood, carry water. Okay, guys, live in the now. I'll see you when I see you in the next now.